Chiara Luce, a ray of light. In 1971, a little girl was born. Her name was Chiara Luce. At the age of 3, she already knew many prayers. She often prayed with her mother. When she passed by the tabernacle in a church, she would always pray to Jesus and Mary. Her mother and father loved her very much, and they taught her many beautiful things about God. Once Chiara Luce's mother asked her if she would give some of her toys to the poor children, and she answered no. Later, her mom heard her in her bedroom saying, "This toy no, this one yes, this one no, this one yes." So Chiara Luce changed her mind, and she was so happy. "Mom, I can't give the poor children old and broken toys. I want to give them the best toy I have." Chiara Luce loved to go to school. She had many friends and liked to play with the other children. There's one boy, though, who is not so nice, but she does not avoid him. She's even willing to forgive him when he says bad things about her. Her parents always taught her to be truthful. Once Chiara Luce came home with some apples. "I got them from next door at Lori's house." "Did you ask if you can pick them from the tree?" And Chiara Luce answered no. So her mom told her that it was important to ask first before taking the apples. And so she immediately went next door to return the apples and ask for forgiveness. That night, Lori went to visit Chiara Luce with a basket full of good things, including apples. "Today, your mom taught you a great lesson," and Chiara Luce is so happy. Chiara Luce also has her small defects, and she was not always obedient to her mother. Once her mom asked her to clear the table, but she crossed her arms and said, "No, I don't feel like it." But after a few minutes, she came back and said, "Mom, how is that story where the father asks her 2 sons to do something? One of them said yes, but he didn't do it, while the other one said no, but then he did do it. Mom, can you give me the apron so I can help you clear the table?" Chiara Luce knows that she can always start again. At school, she tries to love everyone. She has a special love for one of her friends who's named Roberta, and she has no parents. She helps her to do her homework and she plays with her. Chiara Luce also loves nature. She loves the clean air, the mountains, the sea. When she learned how to swim, she would take many dives into the water. She would go under and then come back up, go under and come back up. At 9 years of age, she met Kika and the Gen 3. The Gen 3 are boys and girls of the Focolare movement founded by Chiara Lubich. Chiara Lubich has loved Jesus ever since she was a little girl, and she was so in love with Jesus that many other children have been inflamed by this love, young people, boys and girls. With her friend Kika, she shares a lot of experiences on how they try to live the gospel. When they met together, there was always a great joy among them, because Jesus says, if we love one another, He stays in our midst. Once, when some of her friends made fun of her, she didn't get mad, but instead tried to love them. When Chiara Luce became older, she would meet with the younger children, the Gen 4, and speak to them about Jesus. Once at school, she had a teacher who was very difficult to love, but she tried to love him just the same, even though it was difficult. She loved hiking and she loved nature. She also loved to play tennis. But one day while she was playing tennis, she felt a great pain in one of her shoulders. And after visiting a doctor, he told her that she had a very serious illness. When Chiara Luce returned home from the doctor, she went to her room and told Jesus, "If you want it, I want it too." After this, she would often have to go to the hospital for tests and treatments. At times they were very painful, but she continued to love always. There was a girl who was in the hospital near her bed. She kept her company and even washed her hair, even when she was tired. During the long months of her illness, Chiara Luce would say, "If I had to choose between playing or going to heaven, I would choose going to heaven. It's the only thing that matters to me now." So what gave Chiara Luce the strength to live in this way? She often prayed and spoke with Jesus. She always continued to love, no matter what. In moments when she was in pain, she would look at Jesus and offer him her sufferings. She remembered a sentence that Chiara wrote to the Gen 3. "The secret to overcome every suffering is Jesus forsaken." So you have everything. You have the secret. Keep the flame burning always and run in order to reach the finish line. She kept in touch with all her friends, even those who were far. All those who went to visit her left with such a great peace and joy within their hearts, and this was because there was Jesus in the midst. Chiara Luce left for heaven on the 7th of October 1990. Before she died, she thought about what she would wear, about the flowers, and even the songs to sing. And before dying, she told her mom, "While I get ready, you should always repeat, 'Now Chiara Luce will see Jesus.'" The last words she told her mom were, "Mom, be happy because I am happy." The Holy Father has recognized Chiara Luce as a model for all youth, and now the Church has beatified her. The Church wants everyone to know about her, especially the young people, the children, so they can all follow her example of how she loved Jesus and every neighbor. The Holy Father said that love is like a highway that leads us to Jesus, so all can become saints, children, young people, and adults. Chiara Luce was a ray of light for everyone, and now she can look upon everyone from heaven. The greatest adventure is when we love others, when we give our attention to others, when we invite others to play with us, when we share what we have. Then the love in our hearts will never be lost. It grows always more. And so, together with Chiara Luce and many others, we can be rays of light and illuminate the world with many acts of love.